This is Norman Kissinger from Redeeming the Time Brothers Ministries, and I wanted to come to you tonight to talk to you a little bit about an experience I had over this last weekend where my family and I went over to the Ark Encounter in Kentucky, Williamstown, Kentucky, which is south of Cincinnati, and the Kinham's ministry has a full-size replica of Noah's Ark there. And it was just a excellent, wonderful experience that I would like to recommend that anybody who has, especially anybody who has children, that they should take them over there as part of a vacation or something, a kind of a spiritual pilgrimage. There's different places, I think, that if you could go, of course, over to Israel or somewhere, if you took a spiritual pilgrimage, this would be one of the places that you would want to go, because the Ark Encounter affirms what Christians believe, and most Christians believe, and what I think is very much true of the Bible, that the earth was created in 6 days and the Noah's flood actually happened, and all the evidences for God creating the world. And there's just so many things there that it's absolutely impossible to tell you everything that they have there. But if you go in the morning time and you were to spend all day there, you would not get through the entire Ark. If you read stopped at every station and looked at the science proof and for the Ark and all of the stuff, you just would not be able to finish it all. And then another good thing to do is connected to that, only about 45 minutes north, just outside of Cincinnati, is the Creation Museum. And be sure and take another day to go up to see the Creation Museum, because the evidence of creation and the scientific evidence of creation is just so overwhelming there that it would be something to really strengthen your personal faith and the faith of your children, because they hear so much stuff about evolution and kind of a given fact that evolution is true, and the truth of the matter is that's just actually not the case. And there's plenty of evidence. In fact, Christians we do not have to be kind of emotionally bullied into believing what the world has to say, because there's plenty of scientific evidence for God having created the earth and the Bible being true. And so it was just a wonderful experience. It was a faith-building experience. It was an entertainment, and well worth it to go. And so I very much recommend that if you get a chance, if you're in the Cincinnati area or in the eastern Kentucky area, that you go by and see the Ark Encounter and the Creation Museum. Now, some thoughts on that. Be sure and take at least 2 days, because it takes an entire day to get through the Ark if you wanted to see and do everything that's there. And really, to read all the information in the Creation Museum, you'd want to take at least another day also to see both of those. But if you wanted entertainment, a fun time, faith-building experience, just a wholesome thing to do for a Christian family, then the Ark Encounter is certainly a place that you should be and a place that you should go if you're in, again, in the Cincinnati, Kentucky area. Well worth the trip to go see that. And along the same lines, I was thinking that it kind of became just kind of a weekend spiritual pilgrimage, and it made me think that, years ago, and I mean talking about back in the Middle Ages and stuff, that church folks would go to pilgrimages to Rome, or would go different places, go to a pilgrimage to Israel or something. So I don't know that there isn't a time that we should take different spiritual pilgrimages, whether it's to a conference to hear about the Bible, or maybe you're into prophecy and go to a prophecy conference or some other type of Bible conference. Spiritual pilgrimages are very helpful for us to take a time to get away from what's going on around us and being able to see God working, being able to get out and meet other Christians, being able to be somewhere else and see that Christianity is a lot bigger than our local life and what we're doing in our life at that moment. And and we can just be encouraged in our faith by those things. This is Norman Kissinger from Redeeming the Time Brothers Ministries, and be sure to drop by the Kentucky area and see the Ark Encounter. God bless you all.